Thank you for considering why Jesus. In this video, I want to examine 3 particular points of considering Jesus as who he said he was, the Son of God. In this world, we have people all throughout history that have claimed to be from God, have a message from God, have a truth that comes from somewhere else. What makes Jesus different in that? He's just like all the others, right? 3 particular points I want you to consider. In the bottom of this, in the details, you'll be able to see the verses that I'm referencing here. Number 1, fulfilled prophecy. 1,000 years before Jesus in the Psalms, 700 years before in Micah and Isaiah, we have prophecies of Jesus's death and the details of his life. A death prophesied about that wasn't even a thing, a Roman crucifixion, that far back in history. Yet we have manuscripts of these records 200 years before Jesus. And so we know these things were being predicted of some particular religious leader that this would happen to them. Just 8 prophecies, the probability of that being fulfilled, just 8 of them in one man, was 10 and 17 zeros behind it. Much less many other prophecies that you can see fulfilled in him. Number 2, that Jesus claimed in his life that he would die and raise from the dead, and that he would do it bodily, and that after he died, he appeared to many witnesses, and those witnesses were able then to spread that word in the first century. Nobody questions that July 4th, 1776 happened, but no one around actually lived during that time. Why is that? Why do we not question it? It has persisted this far. It got off the ground because people knew it was a reality. If someone stood up in Jerusalem just 50 days after Jesus was crucified at Passover and said, he rose from the dead, and that wasn't a reality, then people could have shot down Christianity before it ever started. But it did start because it was a historical event validated by witness testimony. And because of that witness testimony and the teaching that proceeded from that, the church still exists today. That's number 2. Number 3, Jesus did not just claim to be from God. He claimed to be God. He made outrageous claims that if you did not believe in him, you would perish in your sins. He told another man, I forgive you of your sins. And he was challenged. Nobody on earth can forgive sins but God alone. And he said, that's exactly right, because I am God. And I want you to know that. And then he said, I am the way, the truth, the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. He was absolutely exclusive, even to his own people. They could not continue in Judaism. They must follow Jesus, his teaching, his truth. That's what I would like for you to consider. Was Jesus just a teacher? Just a teacher would not say some of these things. Consider that. Ask questions about it. Personal message me, or you can text me or call. We can set up a virtual study, or we can set up an in-person study. Whatever your need is, we can sit down and answer some of these questions or questions I haven't answered. And we can study the Gospels. Whatever your need is, I want to be a servant to you and be helpful to you in any way as you're seeking God in your life, as you're thinking through some of life's most important questions. Where am I going? Where am I from? What does God want from me? And what is truth? Is there anyone that really came from God to tell us who we need to be? God bless and have a great day.